Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. We are back here in our little homestead in Lowtown, and we did pick up a few items from that last stuff. It was a rogue weapon, it was a rogue pack though, so I don't think it really is much good to us. And we can't check how good it is for everyone else because we can't access their damn items. I'm not mad. Right, the Royal Collection. There's a lot of stuff here. This looks like a weapon. Yeah, this looks like a warrior pack, doesn't it? Oh no, it's a rogue pack. Okay. I suppose there was bows in there, so it should have been obvious. Right, Longbow of the Avars. We investigated the area as per your instruction. It seems one Fiona is correct. It was once a dwarven fortress that one of our scouts called Kulbaras. Regardless, it has fallen to ruin the Tate now. Despite Fiona's description, there were no darkspawn to be found. If they were ever present, they have since moved on. Which, if you ask me, seems highly unlikely. A tales of this darkspawn who speaks must be a product of a fevered imagination. There are no signs of a library in the fortress, nor any indication that the Grey Wardens or King Marek were there at all. One of my men did, however, find something in a section of the deep roads not far away, a longbow of Avar origin, amid darkspawn corpses, the age being hard to judge, considering how the creatures deteriorate. Whew! I suspect the bow belonged to Kelat Morgan, the warden who sacrificed himself to facilitate Fiona's escape. If so, he put up an impressive fight. We found no evidence of his body, sadly. I shall send the bow to you in Weishaupt. Nice. Bard's Honour. A curious thing, Perrin. I found the axe among Kaelin's belongings wrapped in damask cloth, and I initially thought it might be another gift from that Orlesian harlot. It was a pretty enough thing, and the markings on the blade certainly seemed imperial. I even went so far as to confront Kaelin with it, and do you know what he said? The axe was of personal importance to his father. So why wasn't it buried with his ashes, I asked. Because my mother wouldn't have approved. I wondered if he was lying, but Kaelin's terrible at it. I did some digging, and are you aware that there was an elven woman seen in Marek's company shortly before the Battle of the River Dane? There was a rumour, I understand, that they were lovers, and that she was a bard. Was Marek being blackmailed? I wonder if this has anything to do with that mysterious bequeathment to those elven families in Orlais. Of course, I had Kaelin dispose of the axe immediately. Well, why? Oh, also that was from Queen Honora. Okay. Interesting. Arms of the River Dane. Right. The Battle of the River Dane is among the most famous in Ferelden's history, fought the onset of the Dragon Age in a bid to secure the country's independence from Orlesian rule. The Ferelden army was cobbled together from commoners and bands who would turn against the Orlesian usurper King Megarin. Even so, under the leadership of Loghain mac Tir, they scored an astounding victory against a large force of chevaliers fording the River Dane. Afterwards, Loghain was hailed as Ferelden legend, and for a time, veterans of the battle enjoyed similar status. The soldiers' possessions became prized mementos, in particular the suits of armour belonging to those early supporters who joined Marek after the death of his mother Moira, the rebel queen. Folk tales suggest that the Maker's blessing lives on in the armour those brave allies wore on that fateful day. Maybe it does. Fiona. Duncan became Ferelden's commander of the Grey in 910 Dragon, assuming the mantle from Commander Pollara, under whom he had served since the Order's restoration in Ferelden. Pollara, who hailed from Antiva, had built an amiable relationship with King Kaelin. She overcame many of the objections of Tain Loghain, who had argued strenuously against the Order returning. After all, the Wardens had attempted to overthrow the Ferelden throne centuries before. When Pollara disappeared, perhaps recalled to Weishaupt, although none in Ferelden saw her leave, nor have seen her since, Duncan bequeathed to her son a silverite axe of great value. Duncan said he had wielded it and a twin in younger days, back when he had been a far different man. He had named the axe Fiona after a warden who inspired him and suggested that the son ought to take similar inspiration from his mother. It's unknown what became of Polara's son, other than that he fled Ferelden during the same blight in which Duncan perished. I do vaguely remember an axe called Fiona, actually, yeah. Arms of mac Tir. Tain Loghain mac Tir was not born a nobleman. It's said that his family descended from freeholders in the Western Banner, a region known as Oswin. His father Gareth, that's a very weird name, given that's very English, would have had no surname of his own. He likely would only have described himself as of Oswin or Ban Aishwin, as the region would have been known in the old tongue. The name mac Tir means son of the land. It was bestowed upon Loghain by King Marek after the Battle of the River Dane. The Ferelden people considered the name highly appropriate. To them, Tain Loghain was the son of the entire nation, and he was famously said to have told a crowd that Ferelden would forever be part of his blood. After Lorgain's betrayal of King Kael and Ostagar in 930 Dragon, the general became as reviled as he had once been revered. His manse in Gwarin was looted and many of his personal possessions stolen, among them the armour he wore at the Battle of the River Dane. That armour is said to have had special significance to the man. One peculiarity of the armour was a square of red silk pinned to one of the shoulder belts for luck, Lorgain once explained. Well, he's probably talking bollocks. I mean, it is Lorgain after all. King Mark Therin, widely regarded as a hero by the Ferelden people for liberating the country from Orlesian rule, disappeared at sea while en route to Wycombe in 925 Dragon. He was to attend a gathering of the Marcher Lords in an attempt to forge a union in the north, and when he failed to appear, the Free Marchers fell back into the petty squabbling that they are infamous for. Tyr Lorgain spent almost 2 years searching for his lost friend, consuming much of the royal treasury and the majority of the Ferelden navy. The search was futile, and when Lorgain claimed that Orlais purposely sunk King Mark's vessel in order to prevent martial unity, he was called off by his daughter Queen Honora and a united Banon. It was time to mourn the king, they said, and so in 927 a massive state funeral was held in Denerim's Chantry. To this day, rumours insist that Marek is still alive, perhaps held by an Orlesian prison in an Orlesian prison somewhere. The lasting mystique has increased the value of his personal possessions, leading to the theft of several artifacts of the royal palace. Among these was the helmet said to have been worn by young Marek at the disastrous Battle of West Hill. Is Marek still alive? Probably not. I'd say he's about as likely to be alive as Hitler is to be alive, to be frank. But, yeah. So what else did we pick up there? More stuff that we can't use? Yes. Good. We can't even use all of this either. My god, there's so much stuff. Why can't we use King Mark's helm? I don't know why that's rogue stuff, you know? Seems like it'd be more suited to a warrior, to be honest with you, but hey ho. What do I know about things? We have to equip all our other party members now, though. That's the thing. Oh, Jesus. Look at all this stuff we have to pick up. There's so much stuff to sort through. Damn it. Well, okay. I think the best thing is, if we fill our inventory up, then we equip everyone with stuff that is useful, and then sell everything that we don't need. That would work, right? Or do we want to keep that for future party? I don't even know. We'll fill our inventory up for the time being. Right, mother.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
Let's not fight.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gamlen can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Tell me about a family.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in short pants, lad. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Let her just look at it.
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
Because you gambled it away, you fool.
Take your parents' will.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister.
Why don't you just
That's
tell
where
us?
you're going to stay.
Bethany seems unsettled. Talk to her. Okay.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about my
Yes,
father's will?
very.
If he say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Yeah, we need to find that will.
I want what's ours.
Good. I'm glad we agree. Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Jesus. That's an outrage.
How could Gamlen let that happen?
I think there's a reason Mother didn't talk about him much.
You don't say.
Seriously, though. Those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother.
Yeah, I agree.
I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Ooh. We can do that then. Just updated birthright. Find Grandfather Amel's will. Go to Darktown and break in the cells of the old family estate. Okay.
I always wanted to bring you children back to meet your grandparents. Now, I wish we'd stayed in Pharrell.
Yeah.
I just keep waiting for the Templars to knock on that door.
Poor Bethany, she's just consistently living in fear, basically.
Get out of my face!
What's wrong with you, Gamlen? Like, seriously? Can you not just chill out for a second? Right, let's go back to Lowtown. Ah, Jesus. Several armor upgrades are available for each. Oh, so you can't change their armor. Is that not possible? Well, we need to upgrade people anyway. Right, let us give our dexterity, constitution, and some more dexterity. Let's go with that. And ability points to upgrade Bianca some more. Hail of arrows. That seems good. I like that. Confirm. Aveline will give you some strength, a bit of dexterity, and more strength. And weapon shield, yeah, we'll give her immune to flanking. Seems quite useful. Is it possible to turn Bethany into a rival? I don't want her, but she seems so nice. Magic, willpower, and more magic. Yeah, I'll focus on magic for her. Hopefully she won't get into combat too much. Cone of Cold, that's good. Give that. Boom. Okay. Right, so let's check out everyone else's equipment. Wow. Either bit critical chance. Ah! That's good. Yeah, he can wear that. Yes, he can wear that as well. Nice, good stuff. But he can't wear any of these. A lot of these are restricted to characters that we haven't even met yet either, which is says a lot, really, doesn't it? He can't use any weapons. What about Aveline? She can't use any of them either. Armor, no. She can wear that. Chevalier's Banded Pride. She can wear that. Yep. Okay, Bethany. Well, yep. It is better, isn't it? Yeah, it will be. And yeah. Okay. So I don't believe we have any need of the things that we currently have in our inventory. So if we go and
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But
wow,
yes, for
that's
a
rude.
mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point, but I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
Aw, Bethany. So sweet. Right. So can we sell all the stuff that we just picked up? No. Selling them doesn't do anything for us, does it? I'm guessing everyone would wear. Oh no. Well, we'll give that amulet to Aveline. not Bethany, Evelyn. There we go. So we can sell that. But... no, we don't want to sell that. No. Okay.
Have faith.
Let's head back into our homestead and just look for things in our storage which we can use. Gammon's house is up there, right? We'll go back. I know we are moving along very slowly here, guys. Excuse me. Rude. Right, yeah, we'll, like I said, I know we are moving along slowly, but we are taking as much time as possible to properly optimize ourselves and, oh, so cute. And get as much insight into the lore as possible. So we don't want most of this stuff. We can't really use it at the moment. So, see, all this is rogue stuff, isn't it? Yeah. So we don't really want all this stuff. But all this, right? Dogs of What's two-handed? No. Longsword, Edge of Night. That's weapon and shield. That's weapon and shield as well. So that could be good for like an Aveline, maybe. So two-handed, no. Dual weapon, bows. So we don't want that for the time being. But we do have these, which are one-handed weapons. So we'll take... which one of these is better? Plus 7% attack speed. All these are improved with level up as well, which is good. 7% attack speed, magic resistance, damage and shields. Plus 7 attack. I like that. Yeah, take that. And shields-wise, see, these are probably good as well, you'd imagine. Yeah. Does Aveline have 20 strength? I'm not sure if she does or not, actually. We'll take all of those. This is dual weapon, bows, mage. See, these could be good, so we'll take them to check Bethany's equipment with. And none of these are any good either. That's level 13, isn't it? Yes, we don't really need that, right? Well, no. Nope. Pretty sure I did check all of these, so no. That plate armor, I'm sure we can actually sell, can't we? So we'll take that. See, that could be... see, we can't actually change people's chest armor, can we? So there's probably not much point in actually... yeah, okay, we'll put that in. Yes, so there's probably not much point in us actually taking all that chest armor. Level 7, rogue. See, that could be good. No. Sell that. Mage, rogue, mage, rogue, mage. What was that? That could be good for Varric, so we'll take them. They could be good for Bethany. Take them. Can sell them. So Isis boots could be good for Varric. Warrior level 11, level 7. They could be good. So many items in these DLC packs, it's actually scary. And what's all this stuff? Okay, so we can sell that. So all this stuff we don't actually need either, do we? Because we couldn't use any of it. Because most of it's like locked to characters which we don't have at the minute. Rings, we can sell them, can't we? So all of these rings, actually, if we take all these, so we may as well check all of the possible accessories people can use. Boom. Okay. So we'll leave home once again, check our entire party, and then once we've done this, we should be able to carry on and stop faffing around with the homestead and items and such. We can hope. Anyway. Right, so let's have a gander. Right, so I think pretty much can use I think we've got we're using everything we need. Pretty sure we do. Yeah. So Varric, you can use that, so that's very good for you. You can use... You can use that. Aveline, you can use... that. Yeah, she uses that, and... what about these? The belts. It's all so good, isn't it? No, we'll keep that in Varric because that's just to him. She can use one though. Sure, we'll stick that on Bethany. Right, so that should be us. So if we head back into the homestead quickly and just deposit the rest of our items into the chest for us all to look through later on. Oh shit, we didn't check people's bollocks! Okay. Can we back out? Oh my, yes, good. I am so frustrated right now. Right. We didn't check these, did we? Yeah, that was the stuff that we didn't check. Right. So, we didn't check the weapons and armor. Right, okay, so we take everybody else again. Back to Lowtown. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Nearly done. Boom. Right, so, we've checked our weapons and armor. I'm pretty sure I know that for a fact. So, he can't use any of that. He can't use any of that, of course. Aveline, surely... Also, they can't use helmets. All of that is... So their entire armor is restricted. Wow. Okay, hell. That's very good. That's pretty good as well, to be fair. If that improves with level up. Yeah, that's good. Oh god. Which one do we want? We'll use Malcolm's Honor because it improves with level up and it gives a boost to all of our attributes as well. So we'll use that, and everything else goes back into our lovely chest. Our chest, which is going to be chock full of everything at this point. Actually, we'll keep the rune stack because we're going to sell that. All this stuff we do not want anymore. No W1s. All of this stuff. At least you can't exploit the money system in this game by selling all the DLC stuff. Okay, so we'll reassemble our party. And on that note, we shall end this episode here, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Dragon Age 2. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.